Hello, good day everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you? My name is the amazing, awesome, and defeated, okay, Doreen Moracha. Today I am here with a brand new video, and also the first time I am coming back since my YouTube break, because I needed a break. So here we are. So how was your Valentine's Day, and how did you celebrate? You people who did bad manners, your 72 hours were way over. So during election time, do not come poking us with beleo. We shall be, all of us will be pangaing that line to vote. So please do not come with, oh please, you should have used a condom or gone for P2. Anywho, that is besides the point. So today I am here for us to talk about condom use, and this month, the same month that we celebrate love, is the same month that the International Condom Day is celebrated, or rather commemorated. Is it commemorated, marked, whatever? Let's choose the correct English name. And that is on 13th of February, and on 14th is Valentine's Day. The person who created this calendar knew what they were doing. So today we are going to be, I am hosting one of the Tausi Taskforce member from Yplus Kenya, and she represents people with disabilities, and we want to see how, actually she took a very interesting photo with a very big condom like this. I will show you later. Anyway, I'm going to be hosting a very amazing lady, and I want you to tune in, like, share, subscribe, you know the drill, and also don't forget to leave a beautiful comment in the comment section. Hello, Patricia.
Hi.
Oh, you like being called Trish?
Trish for my friends, Patricia is more formal.
So, Sisi, my friends?
Yes.
Okay. So, today with me is Patricia Mativo, and I want you to introduce yourself and say why you have two English names.
Okay, well, I have, okay. My name is Patricia Mativo. The Philip is actually my dad's name. Yes, so I only have a single name. I am the representative for persons with disabilities in the Yplus Tausi Taskforce. I also work with other organizations that mainly deal with sexual and reproductive health rights, and I represent majorly persons with disabilities. Yes.
So you said you're part of the Tausi Taskforce that is courtesy, it is hosted by Yplus Kenya. Okay, yeah. That one. And you represent persons with disabilities. So what are some of the challenges? Because for adolescent girls and young women who are living with disabilities, it's different. It's not like the normal adolescent girls and young women. So what are some of the issues that you actually hope to champion in the task force?
First, with disabilities, we normally try to ignore the living part.
Oh, the living part. So
yes, there are times you say with,
yeah,
and we add living.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the challenges that us as persons with disabilities go through in terms of sexual and reproductive health rights. Well, we have poor access to, say, sex education, also accessibility to contraceptives, because again, out there they think that persons with disabilities are people who don't love sex, who don't do sex, who don't enjoy sex. Yeah. So that's a major challenge. So for me, you'd wonder if I would want to go, say, to a hospital and would want 1, 2, 3. First, I'll be very much concerned. You know, first as a young person, you know, there are those challenges you face through when you go to the hospital, say when you are seeking for medical assistance and contraceptives. You know, so you can imagine as a person with a disability, first they don't even know how to handle you, and first again the stigma, because again you're a young person. What would you want to? I mean, first you're a young person and you have a disability. I mean, washerati nayo. Yes. So exactly. Yeah. So these are the kind of challenges that persons with disabilities go through. Yeah. Yeah.
And now that you have highlighted that, and you say that sometimes healthcare providers look at you from a perspective like, why are you engaging in sex? Like, you are living with you said not living. You're a person with disability.
Yes.
And why? Like why? And I know it's more of a perception a lot of people tend to have. And because today we're talking about condom use when it comes to persons with disabilities. So talk to us about that. Like when it, because we know there are different types of disabilities. And are there like condoms that are in braille? Are there female condoms for people with different disabilities, and how is it even easy to use?
Actually, it's quite a challenge accessing types of contraceptives to persons with disabilities.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have several types of disabilities. So, for example, we have people with intellectual disabilities. These are people who will really find it difficult to even use the condom. You know?
Yeah.
Then again, we have people who are blind. How to correctly use the condom, again, it's a challenge for them. So the government hasn't yet fulfilled the needs for persons with disabilities in terms of reproductive rights and needs. So I think they're in a process of partnering up with other organizations, the DPOs, that is organizations for persons with disabilities, to come up with the needs for sexual reproductive needs for persons with disabilities, like including braille in the condoms, you know. Yeah, and coming with other way more options for contraceptives for persons with disabilities that will favor their needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also another thing, because we now forgetting the government a little bit, but we know they are commercial condoms. How easy are those for persons with disabilities like to purchase? I mean, like if I go to the shop and I don't know my salama at 20 bob, like how easy is that?
It's very, very, very difficult. Mobility, you know, most persons with disabilities, in one way or another, their mobility is affected.
Yeah.
So by the time I even start thinking, oh, I should go to the shop and get myself a condom, I'll start thinking of the distance from here to the shop first.
Exactly.
Yeah, and maybe if I reach to the shop is somewhere, say if I'm on a wheelchair, I have to now see who's there, you know, try to figure out, hey, who is there? Can I have a condom? Then the person will be like, excuse me, what do you need, you know? So again, it will be very difficult. It will be even embarrassing when you're trying to go for these services, because eventually everyone will know that you're looking for a condom. And yeah, a normal person, let me say, when they go for a contraceptive, for a condom per se, in a shop, you would hardly notice. It will just be between them and the shopkeeper, because you know, communication is fast.
Yeah. But
now again, say for people who are deaf, you know, the ones who use sign language. By the time you go to the shop, somebody who cannot somebody who does not even have a clue what your language is.
Exactly.
So you know, so the person will be like, what are you trying to say? So this person, if they desperately need it, they'll go to an extent of, again, embarrassing themselves, trying to show all those signs, you know, that I want condom.
You sign like you.
Yeah, exactly. But now, if somebody is struggling,
yeah,
they now have to start showing actions for you to not understand, because you really don't have a clue of what they want because of that language barrier.
True.
Yeah.
And I know that and also the other challenge is you can't even send someone.
Exactly, you cannot.
So does this mean that with all these issues to access and even communication barriers, does it mean that it makes it harder for persons with disabilities to negotiate for safe sex?
Exactly, it makes it really harder for persons with disabilities to negotiate for safe sex because of all these barriers, all these challenges. So it's really a major challenge, and actually the most, I would say, persons with disabilities are really mostly affected when it comes to sexual gender-based violence, you know, because they really don't have much say. Their voice can be really heard because they are seen as the minority. So your opinion really doesn't count. If it's me and you, I'm dating you, I will go with what I want because I'm the one who's superior here in terms of everything. Mobility, I'm the one who can speak, I'm the one who, you know, I'm the one who can run, consent. So it's really hard for persons with disability to give that consent even in the first place.
So, and it actually shows that somehow, or rather, this is, I don't know whether you agree with this opinion of mine, but it kind of shows that somehow in the prevention and sexual reproductive health, we have left persons with disabilities behind.
Yes, we are very, very, very much left behind. Again, I said, they think that persons with disabilities don't do sex. You know, because of we share, I mean, why would they start? Yeah, they already have their own challenges. Why will they start again bringing themselves into these acts? Yeah, so it's really difficult for persons with disabilities to have the full access to what a normal person has when it comes to contraceptives.
Yeah.
So a normal person, as a young person, they already have their own challenges.
Yeah.
So now bring in the aspect of having a disability, that is double the challenge. Yeah, so I would really call for, the government, NGOs, to partner with organizations for persons with disabilities, to listen to them and to see what their needs are, give them that free access of sexual reproductive health without any judgment, because then they're humans at the end of the day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Trish, for trying to enlighten the society that persons with disability have the same needs, do the same things that we do, and we should see them, we should involve them in our responses, in that if we're going to come up with condoms, we have to come up with condoms that can be able to be read in braille, so for proper condom use for blind people. If we are going to put condoms in shops and this is a deaf person, we need the shopkeeper to at least know that this is what, so that they don't become they don't embarrass themselves while trying to access this particular product. If you're going to come up with somebody who looks at a place where I'm in a wheelchair, how am I going to be able to reach the shop? In that, you can even, there was the toll-free line, I don't know what happened to it, where you could actually access a condom and just say, hey, where can I get condom and this and this place, but as usual, the government and its ways. Yeah. So we need to come up with the ways that are proper, that are involving, and the government also needs to be very considerate in all of that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so any parting shot, any last word, whatever you want to say, I'm over.
So again, persons with disabilities should have the same equal access to their rights, the sexual and reproductive health rights, just as a normal person. We shouldn't leave this group behind, because they too can highly contribute to the economy of the country, because they are as normal as you are. They have the same mental capability. If it's somebody with a physical disability, trust me, they have the same mental capability as you have. Everyone has something to offer, but if we try to limit these people because of their disability, then that means again we are trying to you're trying to
just leave behind something.
Yeah, we are leaving them behind. We are actually violating their rights, because again, access to reproductive health rights, access to sexual and reproductive health is a right to a person with a disability. Yeah. So if the government can come in, if the NGOs can come in, if you can come in with innovative ways of trying to ensure that persons with disabilities are included when it comes to contraceptives such as condoms, then we would really appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trish, and thank you for gracing your amazing self on my YouTube channel. And I am hoping to host you again, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
And to everyone who watched till the very end, we want to say thank you. And please follow Yplus Kenya on all the social media handles as well, and continue learning on how we can better the experience in sexual reproductive health among adolescent girls and young women in all their diversity. Bye-bye. See you next week.